Talking about customer service may sound like the most boring topic we could cover, which is exactly why we're tackling this head on. And I'm giving you my 3-part system to turn ordinary, bland, and boring customer service into a customer service experience that wows your customers and clients all the way to the bank. Let's get to it. Hey there, my name is Adam Erhart, Modern Marketing Strategist, and welcome to the Modern Marketing Show, where we help you make marketing that matters. So if you're interested in learning the latest and greatest marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, you may want to consider subscribing and hitting that little notification bell so you'll be the first to know when new content comes live. Customer service is something I feel pretty strongly about. After all, I've spent most of my professional career working in some form of the customer service industry, whether as a professional business jet captain, an agency owner, a consultant. I even wrote a book on the subject, conveniently located on Amazon for only a few bucks. So what I want to share with you today are a few different strategies from 3 key areas of your business's customer service area in order to switch it from customer service to a customer experience. And the 3 areas we're going to cover are mindset, marketing, and mechanism. So enough chit chat, let's get to it. All right, so the first thing that we need to talk about when it comes to getting your customer service right and transforming it into that customer service experience is all about mindset. Now, the reason mindset is so important, and we have to discuss it here, is because if you don't get the mindset right, if you don't get kind of the vision and the mission and all the stuff behind the scenes kind of dialed in, well, none of the stuff we're going to talk about later will really matter because it's all going to be built on a really shaky foundation. So when it comes to mindset, there's 4 kind of different areas that we got to cover. Number 1 is priorities and processes. Now, when we're talking about establishing the priorities and processes for your business, these are uncovering different types of scenarios and different types of priorities that you're going to place on where customer service fits into your overall business model. As an example, is the customer always right? Now, anytime I'm on stage and I ask the audience, is the customer always right? I always get a mixed response. Some audiences, I'll say yes, some I'll say no. Sometimes it's a mix of yes and no. And the answer is, well, there's no definitive answer because it's completely relevant and completely based on you and your business and your overall business model and where you're going to prioritize customer service. Now, the reason this is so important to really dial in and really kind of nail down is that there's going to be situations where the customer may be right and there's going to be situations where they're going to be just flat out wrong. For example, a customer may be wrong if they're abusive or threatening or using really rude language. And these are all things that you need to clarify and you've got to kind of nail out in your company's standard operating procedures or SOPs. This will avoid confusion down the line and it'll also give you really clear guidelines to stick to so you know when to bend and when to break. All right, part number 2 of mindset is the platinum rule. And this is, we don't want to abide by the golden rule, which is treat other people how you want to be treated, but rather treat other people how they want to be treated. And this is what truly differentiates ordinary customer service from true customer experience. Everybody's different. We all know that. And yet sometimes we try to treat everybody the same. And the reality is that by using a more personalized and a more customized and kind of a more empathetic approach, you're going to be able to deliver far superior customer service by basing it and tailoring it for the unique customer or client. All right, point number 3 behind mindset is you've got to focus on the customer service PACE, which is PACKE. Let's dive into them now. The P stands for passion, and there's no faking passion. And this is why you've got to have some energy and some enthusiasm behind what you're doing and behind what you're selling, because that's really going to be communicated when you're talking to your customers. The A stands for attitude, and we all know the importance of a really good and positive attitude, and this is especially true in the customer service and customer experience industry. You got to have that good attitude. So hire for attitude, train for skill. C is care, and really what we're doing here is we're just taking that passion and that attitude and we're really kind of trying to drill it down and package it into a form of care where you actually genuinely care about the person that you're solving. This cannot be faked. So do your best to truly try and be empathetic of where the person's coming from and really care about them and about the results you're helping them get. K is knowledge. This one may be self-explanatory, but the reality is you have to know about what you're talking about. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to provide true customer service if you're kind of searching for the answers or you're not able to kind of help the customer with what they're looking for help with. And finally, E is etiquette. And this is all just about being polite, about smiling, about saying please, about saying thank you. Enough said there. All right, and the 4th and final thing we need to talk about when it comes to mindset has already been said, but we need to say it again and really give it its own point, which is attitude. Now, I know I beat this up in the customer service pack, but the reality is that attitude is by far the single most important element when it comes from transforming your business's customer service into that customer service experience. So really focus on making sure you're delivering the right attitude, or your sales team or your customer service staff, make sure that they've got the right attitude for the job, or that you've got the people with the right attitudes in the right position. All right, so let's move on to point number 2, which is marketing. Now, the first thing you need to understand when it comes to investing and essentially transforming your customer service to that customer service experience is that marketing is a significant competitive advantage in the marketplace. This is because as much as people like to claim they've got phenomenal customer service, well, the statistics say otherwise, which is why true and amazing customer service is a rarity and therefore incredibly valuable in the market. The next point that we need to understand and leverage is the social media aspect of that customer service experience, which the reality now is that a lot of customer service is going to take place through different social media channels, whether it's through a chat bot or whether it's through a channel that you use to answer questions or deal with complaints. And the other side of the coin is that customer service now, and good customer service and bad customer service, can be communicated instantly because it doesn't take long for someone to go out there and make a post or make a video or make a tweet or whatever it is to either praise your company or discredit it. So you've got to take that into consideration. And this is why kind of building that customer service experience is so incredibly valuable. The next point about marketing when it comes to that customer service experience is understanding the lifetime value of your customer. This is an exercise that I like to walk all of my clients and all of my students through. And what it really comes down to is identifying the true lifetime value of that customer to your business. Not a one-time transaction, not a 1 day or a 1 week or even a 1 month transaction value, but rather the entire value of that customer over their entire lifetime of dealing with your business. Now, here's the kicker. If you've never done this before, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find the lifetime value of your customer is significantly more than you might have thought. Now, the beauty of doing this is that when you understand the true value of a customer to your business, well, it makes you prioritize creating that customer service experience because you know the true value and the true revenue that they're bringing to your bottom line. All right, and the fourth and final point when it comes to marketing is touch points. Everything is marketing. Every interaction, every post, every tweet, every message, every video, everything is marketing, and everything is going to communicate your brand and your values and your customer service and the priority you place on it to your customer. This is the reason it's insufficient to be really exceptional at customer service in this area, but then to completely drop the ball over here. Rather, you've got to be equally good across all of the platforms you choose to present yourself on. Now, the quick fix here is that if you're not so strong on, say, this platform over here, well, just drop it and rather focus on where your customers are and where you're truly going to be able to shine and deliver the best and most value to your customers. All right, moving right along to point number 3 of creating that customer service experience, which is mechanism. Now, the first thing we've got to talk about when it comes to mechanism is the support tools and what are available. Now, there's a number of amazing companies out there that all have some form or some different variation of customer service tools, whether we're talking about Zendesk or Rhino Support or Salesforce or Zoho or any of the other millions out there. All you've really got to do is go to Google and do a quick search for customer service tools, and you'll find them. Now, the beauty of using and leveraging these tools is it makes sure that nothing falls kind of between the cracks and gets lost. What I mean by this is that if someone sends your business's support email an email with a question, well, you don't want it to get lost, you don't want it to get handled later. So what these tools allow you to do is to assign it to different people on your team, to mark it as resolved, to send it to the right person to make sure that it gets handled. Whatever it is, basically it keeps everybody on track and in line so nothing gets missed. The next tool that we've got to talk about is one that's freely available to you and to everyone, and that is Facebook Messenger. You see, there's been an interesting trend and an interesting change in the way that customers want to react and engage with businesses, and this is switching more and more to kind of those online chat features, and Facebook Messenger is kind of leading the pack here. What this means is making sure your business is accessible via Facebook Messenger, whether you're going to use it to answer questions or to just engage with your community, whatever it is. And there's also a number of amazing chatbot tools out there that allow you to kind of pre-qualify or pre-segment people based on their different questions so you can make sure that they're answered quickly and efficiently. The third tool that I want to talk about here is YouTube. Now, the beauty of using YouTube as a customer service tool is that it allows you to freely and easily upload videos like frequently asked questions or how-tos or tutorials or anything else that your customers may benefit from. The benefit here is this is going to dramatically cut down on the amount of customer service staff that you're going to need to support all of the questions that you get in on a regular basis. All right, and the last thing that I want to talk about when it comes to the mechanism is something called the Net Promoter Score. Now, the Net Promoter Score is actually really simple. All you need to do is ask your customers or ask your clients on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend or family member? Now, here's the kicker. Anything less than an 8, no bueno. This means the only acceptable answers to this question are an 8, a 9, or a 10. Anything else, whether we're talking about a 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Anything else requires immediate and dramatic corrective action. You see, to succeed in business today, when it comes to customer service and creating that customer service experience, anything less than an 8 is simply not acceptable because there's other people out there that are willing to raise the bar and go that extra mile. All right, so there we have it. My best tips in transforming your business's customer service into a true customer service experience. Let me know in the comments section below, which tip did you find the most helpful and which one are you going to try to apply to your business, and preferably sooner than later. And lastly, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode and got some great value from it. If so, make sure to give it that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Also, for more great marketing strategies, tools, tips, tricks, and tactics, make sure to head over to AdamErhart.com, which is packed full of more videos and podcasts and articles and all sorts of resources to really help take your business and your marketing results to the next level and way beyond that. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on The Modern Marketing Show.